Episode 700. Dude, episode 700. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Let's get hype. We've been here 700 times. Dude, think about that. Think about that. Think about how many times is 700. That's right. Today, episode 700, live from San Diego. Special guests. I would try to keep it a secret, but I went ahead and put it in the title because I thought it was important that everybody get in here to meet these amazing humans. But before we get into all that, dude, episode 700. Can you believe it? Let's do this. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? See, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts.
Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Today is Friday. That's right. Today is Friday, September 4th, 2020. And there's two things that are crazy. One, what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Friday, September 4th, 2020. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. Fair enough? Something else crazy. Today is my 9-year anniversary with this incredible woman, Mrs. Leslie Lundy. There we are holding our first child together a long time ago, more than 9 years ago. Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. Breaking news, we had a baby out of wedlock. So that was us holding our first child together. Fast forward, she's actually pregnant with my 8th child right now. But shout out to Leslie Lundy today for being such a supportive and amazing wife. Here I am in San Diego, California for a crazy opportunity. I'm here in San Diego, California. It's 2:30 in the morning right here, right now. That's right, 2:30, not 5:30, 2:30 a.m. in the morning. And I am here, and my wife has been incredible supportive of the fact that I am here. So will you guys send her encouraging messages today in celebration of the Lundy anniversary? I would greatly appreciate it. Let her know that she is loved, and we are also thankful for everything that she does. If that is the case, if that's not the case, don't send her nothing. But if that is the case, send her something. That would be great. And to top it all off, today is episode 700 of hashtag Rise and Grind. Can you believe that? 700 episodes of hashtag Rise and Grind. Crazy. And the craziest part about that is that today's episode is probably going to be the best one of all 700 because the guest that we have on today's show, no offense against any prior guest, I love all my prior guests, but there's just something special about the Overfelts. I'm just saying that we're bringing two of them. Maybe it's the combined power. There's something magical in Mike and Tina. I don't know exactly what it is. I just know that episode 700 is set to be amazing. So, wow, what a week, right? What a week we've had here on hashtag Rise and Grind. This is hashtag Rise and Grind September Spotlight months. I don't know if you've been seeing the spotlights in the group. Yesterday, we spotlighted Terry Collins, and the day before that, it was Brad, and then the day before that was Laura Berman, I believe, was the day before that. And then on the show, we've had Fred Leonards, which was amazing, with Heather yesterday, right? And then we had Sarah Ball was in here with Heather. That was absolutely amazing. And we kicked it all off with Don Sankey, the one and only Mr. Don Sankey on here. And so it's just been an incredible week. And we're going to continue to do this all month long. We're going to highlight Rise and Grind group members. We're going to make the posts in the group. We're going to do giveaways every single day. We've been giving away t-shirts, hats, gear, which if you're not currently involved in that, all you have to do is text me. That's it. Just text me the word gear, and you only have to do it once, by the way. Text me the word gear, and you're entered into all of our drawings for the month of September. The number to text me is 859-208-2351. That's 859-208-2351. Text me the word gear, you're entered for the drawings. This is also an incredible week and month to introduce people to hashtag Rise and Grind. If you have friends that have never watched the show, or people that, just whatever, any of that stuff, tag them in the comments, hit the share button, right? Maybe we should have like Fred Leonards and those guys have like hand movements on their show. So maybe the new thing is like, tag them, and I point down like this, tag them in the comments, right? And then I go like, and share, and we like do this like feng shui, like share thing, right? Tag them in the comments, share them in the show, and then we got to do something for invite, like invite them into the group, right? Invite them into the group. So those are the things that I need you to do, all right? Tag the people, share, and invite them into the group. This is a great time to do that as we're highlighting group members here in hashtag Rise and Grind. So without further ado, Mike and Tina, my dear friends, have been hanging out in the background like amazing superhumans. And so I am going to bring them in, but actually I'm going to do that in just a second because there's something that we have to do. And I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to try it. StreamYard's different, the software that I have to use when I'm on the road. And so it really doesn't let me play music. But I want to dance, and you want to dance, and we need to dance, and so on and so forth. I mean, look, even the Overfelts are ready. Like, they're like, we want to dance, right? Everybody wants to dance on hashtag Rise and Grind. So we want to dance and say good morning to you. And so I'm going to try playing music from my phone next to my earphones. Maybe you'll hear it. And then I'm going to say good morning. So for those of you, let's see if this works. Let's see. Can you guys hear that? Yeah, you can hear it? Yeah? Yeah, look, they're like, they can hear it. I love it. For those of you that know and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button because I believe. Can you hear me and the music? Can you hear me and the music? Good. Because I believe if we could change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. So sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. It's also the part of the show. Yeah. Well, I'm going to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me, whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay. Say what's up. I'll say what's up back. What's up, Rick Tamburino? How you doing, Terry Collins? What's up, Melvin Rodriguez? Jeff Baker's in the house. James Gavin is up in here. Kim Fair, Brad Smith, Don Sankey. What's up, Tina Bacon? Melvin Rodriguez, Emily Galler, Karen Simpson, Derek. What's up, Shauna? She can hear it. Good. What's up, Terry Collins? Laura Berman, Sarah Ball is up in here. We got Houston Turntime, Scott Simons, Michael Guthrie, Liza Myers, Abortus. What's up, Janelle Diego? She's here in the house. We got John Coltonborn, Gail Beecraft, Carol Lake, Samantha B. Groves. What's up? Everybody's up in here. Hi, Amanda Sanner. Great to see you, Amanda. We've also got Amy Bricker, who's up in here this morning. Kenny Brock, my man, is in the house. West Storm, Cam McCluster, Amante Harvey. What's up, Amante? We got Susan Rose, Vicky Everett. I love seeing all the old names, and I love seeing some new names. That's what makes hashtag Rise and Grind great. What's up, Eddie Brown? All right, we got to get in here. Whether you're watching live, whether you're watching on replay, make sure you drop a hello, and I will go back in and say good morning to you. I sure will. I promise. Trust me, it's going to be amazing. Without further ado, I want to introduce you to Mike and Tina Overfelts.
Faces or names pop up. I can see your face when I see your name. You're gonna get a massage upstairs.
I'm here with you go. You probably got a dark closet.
Oh gosh. Okay, show us how.
You're capable of stretching and stretching and stretching, but I probably got a little more in me.
Leslie Lundy home. It's beautiful.
Here's what I've got to say. You, Tina Overfelt, I'm going to give her all the credit. I'll give you just a little bit, Mike. But you are like the first guest in 700 episodes to send me a video intro. The very first one. Like Brandon's made them for some of our other guests, right? He's had to go in and make them. You're the first one to ever send us one.
Way to go,
How about
Tina.
that? How about that? And hashtag Rise and Grind first.
Awesome.
Happy anniversary, by the way.
That was his, he's like, make us an intro. And I was like, oh, okay. Glenn must have asked him.
Yeah, see, that's what Tina does. Just so you guys know, this is exactly what Tina does. She gives Mike all the credit. She's working in the background. Mike's like, yeah, that was me. I know. It's okay. It was Tina. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. These are two of my favorite humans. Thank you guys so much for being on hashtag Rise and Grind this morning. How are you?
We are amazing. We've been to the gym already. We're ready to go.
Been to the gym already?
Sure.
Golly, you guys are making me feel like a slouch, man. But it's only 2:30 out here. What am I supposed to do? This is why I love being on the East Coast, man. You guys are so far ahead of the game. It makes it really difficult to get caught up. Speaking of being on the East Coast, you guys are at what's the name of that place again? Where you guys are someplace in Virginia?
Yeah, we are in Charlottesville, Virginia at CMA, and we are so excited to be here. We are living the dream, aren't we, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
You guys are out there at Carter Myers Automotive Group. In case you guys didn't know, here on hashtag Rise and Grind, it's like our favorite dealer group on the planet. And a lot of people have actually been moving across the country to be a part of that incredible organization, you guys included. So you came through my house. You had like this big, really long, like massively filled truck, was like to the ground trailer. And you guys came by our house. You were on your way over to CMA, and that was just like a month ago or something like that. So talk to us about that. How'd you end up over there?
It started, I think I met you, Glenn, in 2018 at an FCA conference in Las Vegas. And I listened to you speak, and I came home and I told Tina about this guy named Glenn Lundy. And you talked about Rise and Grind in the morning. And nobody in the room knew who Rise and Grind was. And I was like, I'm going to listen to this guy. And all of a sudden, I think it was probably 2:30 in the morning, because we were in Pacific time. This guy is bringing it in his hotel room the next morning, being loud and high energy. And I was like, that guy's your people, man. You got to listen to this guy. Anyway, we came home, and I went to my dealer principal, and I said, look, I just met the most incredible guy. We've got to get him in our stores, and we got to be a part of this. And he decided not to do it. And I was like, dude, that's the wrong move.
Yeah.
So fast forward almost a year later, September 18th, I probably found out on September 15th about a seminar that you were putting on in Lexington, Kentucky. And I went to my owner again, and I said, I got to go to this. And he said, nope, you're not going. And I said, I'm going anyways. And so Tina and I actually helped pay part of that bill, and we flew from Afton, Wyoming to Lexington, Kentucky. We showed up the morning of the conference,
Right.
driving in airplanes, and showed up at this conference, and that's where it all happened for us. We sat in that two-day conference with you, Glenn, and joined the 800% Club, and it's been a crazy ride. It hasn't even been a year yet.
I know. Isn't that nuts?
It's crazy how fast this has all happened for us.
My goodness. So less than a year ago, you're working at a dealership. The dealer himself's not being super supportive of some of the things that you're wanting to do. You're like, I'm going to do it anyway, making the investment in self, right? You start growing, your dealership's growing, you guys are doing all kinds of fun stuff together as a couple, which is what makes you guys so dynamic and amazing. And then fast forward, now you're the what is your role again? I think you're like the general manager at Carter Myers Automotive Dealership, right?
We are living the dream. We work for the dream dealership. I've got the job. I don't need to brown nose. We really are living the dream. We are working for the best dealer group. You know, the honeymoon phase is over. I've been here 30 days about. They still treat me the same as if they were recruiting me. It's unbelievable.
That's absolutely so cool, man. So cool. So let's go back just a little bit. I'd like to get to know, Mike and Tina a little bit more. So for those of you that don't know, when I did first kind of meet Mike and we connected, like you can learn a lot about people from their email address, right? And so Mike gave me his email address, and his email address was blank at boringsucks.com, right? That was his email. And I was like, boringsucks.com. Well, first of all, I agree with that wholeheartedly. But what I didn't know is how much Mike and Tina actually embody this idea of boring sucks. So Tina, you're always making all kinds of videos, having all kinds of fun, like we see you online. So to tell us a little bit maybe about you guys' relationship and how with all the different moves and all the different changes, you've been able to keep life still so fun and joyful as I see you do so well.
Well, he was, before he got in the car business, well, he was in the car business when I met him, but when he left, during bad times, he started hauling exotic cars, and I never saw him. And so I just kind of started doing different things, and I started making videos and different things so that we could stay connected, and I would share stuff, and I would share what we were doing, but then I also shared how I wanted to get him out of the truck because I never saw him. It was like saw him maybe 2 days a month. And so this opportunity came up to go into the dealership space. Well, I was always a career woman, and going to Wyoming, it was a small town of 1,900 people. That's when I really was like, I need something to do.
Right.
So I asked him, I noticed that they weren't doing a lot of video for the dealership. And I said, Michael, I think it would help if I created a show at your dealership. And it was a way for me to be involved in something, and I got to do what I like to do, be creative, and I got to learn more as I went. And so I did. I created this 2-Minute Tuesday show, and would go. I think he had lots of reservations about it, by the way. Like he was like, "Oh, what am I not going to do?" But it being a good thing. Like the employees didn't like it at first. They were very reserved about it as well. And the more I showed up on Tuesdays and said, what are we gonna show today? And we just did a quick little learning episode and showed the fun behind the scenes. And the community started loving it. I started having people at the grocery store say, I'm watching your 2-Minute Tuesdays, it's awesome. And it just grew from that. And then I just started showing what we do behind the scenes, what we do as a couple, what we do with our friends, what we do as a family, who we are as people. And I just love it. I love being creative that way.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you're hitting the hitting the nail on the head, like with the 4 Ps, right? I see you posting personal things as well as professional things, very purposeful things, right? And you're engaging and really building a relationship with your audience. And that's what a lot of people miss, right? A lot of people are just like, sell, 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 sell. I don't want to put anything personal. I'm not going to show you my kids. I don't want you to see behind the scenes. And that's cool. If you don't want to show me behind the scenes, I don't want to do business with you because I don't know if I can trust you or not, because all you're ever trying to do is sell. But the good news is there's somebody else like the Overfelts that I could go do business with. So I was wondering, and I've been wondering this for a while, everybody, we can just take a good look at you two, and it's very, very clear, Mike, that you outkicked your coverage, right? I mean, everybody knows that. It's just so clear. I mean, look at Tina. She's brilliant. She's beautiful. What's a guy do, man? How does a guy like you continue to reach? You're always reaching, you're always leveling up, you're reaching beyond your means, right? And I always see that in you, and you tend to be continually successful. You've grown so much in just the last year. So what keeps you reaching up, my man?
It started back, I go to car dealership in 1990.
And I'm just kidding about Tina, by the way. I was just joking.
It started in 99 for me. I had a car dealership, and we built it from one car up to, I think our record was 121 cars. And we did really, really well.
Wow.
And in 2008, I became a really ugly person. I loved money. I lived in a $3 million home. I drove a Ferrari. I was really an ugly person. I was on drugs. I was drinking. I was partying. I was living the world lifestyle. And it was really, really ugly. And 2008 hit, and it was absolutely devastating to me. And I lost everything. I lost my house. I lost my family. I lost everything. I went from a mansion to a motorhome. And I went days without eating because I had nothing. And it happened so fast to me. And because of that, I ended up having tons of money to owing $500,000 to people. And I decided that I was going to pay people back. And, Tina didn't know a lot of this. And Tina, at that time, didn't stand by my side. She thought I was such an ugly person, and I was. And it took my mom dying unexpectedly Easter morning. I got a call from my sister that said, "Your mom's dead. Come over to her house." And that's when I actually decided that's my rock bottom. And it's been a battle. And my heart changed, and we went to a funeral together. And I called Tina and I said, "Look, my best friend's uncle just died. Go to the funeral with me." And she said, "Okay, I'll go." And something happened during that funeral where my heart changed, Tina's heart changed, and we got married 30 days later from not seeing each other for like 8 or 9 months to getting married in 30 days. And Tina is my rock. She's unbelievable. She's the reason why I can keep stretching and reaching and going further. And it's just crazy what life has done for us. It's been so hard the last 10 years to pay people back and to move forward. And we've never told our story before. And so this is kind of different for me.
Yeah.
But y'all, after meeting you, and this is going to sound like the Glenn Lundy promo show, but I learned about the Morning 5, and really what changed my life, and it's such a rapid speed, is my morning routine, is waking up in the morning, exercising, gratitude, trying to stay off my phone as much as I can, connecting with God, and really just that morning routine is so powerful for us. And I just ordered a bunch of planners from you for my guys at the office. I know that we'll move the dealership. We move the dealership so quickly. If I can get my guys to change their morning routine, if they'll show up in the morning with their heads and their hearts right, it is unbelievable what we're going to do at this dealership. And some of them are doing it, some of them aren't, but it's just incredible how just that morning routine changes everything. And that's what's changed for us.
That's powerful, man. I didn't know pieces of that.
So we haven't shared it.
Yeah.
I heard to share that stuff.
Man.
Wow.
I love you.
I'm actually surprised. I didn't know he was going to share that time.
Yeah, it's been wild.
No, that was super rough. I can tell that was a tough season, the way that it triggered, both of you guys instantly, right? And we talked about that on the show when we were talking about alter egos, right? There's these engrams, man, these things that happen in our life. They stay, right? They stay, and when they're triggered, we can go back into that emotional state that's attached with that. And we just watched that happen with you guys, and it just makes me so thankful that you were willing to share and be authentic with us here on hashtag Rise and Grind. There's a lot of people that watch this show and will later, and so I appreciate your courage to share, and hopefully somebody that's listening right now that's really chasing those things, right? They're like, I want the $3 million house, I want the Ferrari at all costs, right? I hope that person that's listening, it's like, whoa, wait a minute, that's not where it's at, man. It's not where you're going to find joy and purpose and all of those things that we're really seeking in life, right? It comes from a love and an appreciation for the people that you have an opportunity to impact. And there's nothing wrong with the Ferrari. There's nothing wrong with the $3 million house if that's your jam and your heart is full. And like Mike said, if your head and your heart is in the right place, then you can produce at super high levels, and that's totally okay. I love how you immediately talked about how your team, you're wanting to shift. So what do you think it is? So you and Tina both great on morning routines. I see you guys working out. I see you guys supporting Operation Restored Warrior with Scott and those guys doing a 10K a day, driving an hour at 4 in the morning. So there are 3, whatever time, so that you can be there in time to run a 10K a day. I see you doing all these things. So I want to extract this just a little bit so that people understand, so why, we know the morning routine's important. You've said that, I've said that, right? Getting our heads and our hearts in a good place, that's powerful and positive. But I guess my question is, when you first started, and now you're down the road, but what is it? Why is the morning routine so powerful? Tina, why? What is why does it work?
It sets your heart and your mind right. Your endorphins, for me, it's the endorphins. And then I'm actually new. I've been working out for years, but I'm really new at the writing of the goals. I would think about them, but I never put them on paper. Mm-hmm. And then just writing down all the things that I'm grateful for. I thought about them, but I never wrote them down. So this is a new routine for me that I've added, and it's just been awesome. And a lot of the things that I've put in there are coming true, because you're doing those things and you're thinking about them throughout the day, like what you wrote down. And if you have a bad day or someone set you off, you can go back and think about, I'm alive today, I'm breathing today. It's such a blessing right there, just that alone. I have an opportunity to change my heart. I have an opportunity to turn this client or customer into, have him leave with a smile or do whatever I can to. It just changes everything. Life is incredible. And if we can just get our heart right to start right in the beginning of the day, and then you'll have that in the forefront of your mind.
Yeah, I love that. And there is a big difference about being intentional and sitting and writing it down versus, just kind of a thought, right? We're creating a discipline. We're creating a positive habit that's moving us towards the goal. That's what Rise and Grind is, right? We complete repetitive actions that actually move us towards something, versus just completing repetitive actions that don't take us anywhere, right? So completely different deal. So you guys do everything together. I love how you talked about how you made videos because he was on the road, right? And so it was a way for you to still get that face-to-face and that interaction. But you guys do everything together, work together, You do your morning routines together, right? You do some work together, I should say. You do your morning routines together, a lot of together, and have a very strong relationship in the process. So help us with that. How do you guys keep your, you spend a lot of time. I've really never really seen you guys apart other than when you showed up on the doorstep for that conference, Mike, at the last minute. I've really never seen you guys apart. So you do all these things together, but yet you keep your relationship seems so spirited and fun and energetic and fresh, like all the time. So how do you guys do that, man? How do you keep it so lively?
I think at the dealership, I really don't talk to him a whole lot at the dealership. I might
Hmm.
have a question, and then I can tell that, he's busy. I might have a question about a video, or can I do this? And he'll say, I just need you to do that. And I learned that a while ago. And so I just stay out of his way. I pretty much just do my own thing if I'm there.
Right.
Um, but other than that, like he works out kind of separately than me, even though we kind of are doing the same routines, not routines, but we're still doing things that are similar, but we're doing them different.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? In different spaces, so we can kind of have our alone space. And I don't know. I just want to keep life lighthearted and fun. And when we go out with friends, we always want to share that. I see our kids are in Utah, and so I want them to see what we're doing. I want them to feel like, we're good, we're okay. And then it's just a great way to connect with your kids too. Like, I want to share them. I want to be able to go back and let them see the memories that we have, because we forget those.
Yeah, sure, sure. No
But as
doubt.
far as like him and I don't know. For me, I just try to stay out of his way. We can kind of tell it. Things are like, give me some space. I'll go do something. He'll go do something. But we don't. I don't know. It's just not worth the fight. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right. I can dig that. And so, for those of you tuning in this morning, breaking news. By the way, if you haven't done so already, I need you to hit that share button. Right. I need you to share this sucker out to the world. This is Mike and Tina. They're gone out of their way to spend this time with us at 5:30 a.m. This is not an easy thing to do. Pop up on these videos and so on and so forth. So I need you to do me a favor. I need you to make sure you hit that share button. Also, make sure you blow Mike and Tina Overfelt up today. Blow them up, give them encouraging words, tell them how you love them, so on and so forth. But with that said, I want to make sure you don't miss this key component. All right. If you want to have a strong, happy, healthy, purposeful, and fun-filled relationship, the key is you got to stay the heck out of the way of your spouse. That is the advice. Just stay out of the way, man. Like, you can do stuff in the same space, but you don't need to be like all on top of me, right? Like, it's okay. I'm doing my thing. You're doing your thing. We're doing this thing, the whole thing together, but ultimately, don't get in my way, dude. Like, that's awesome advice. I love that. I think that maybe today some spouses need to look at each other and be like, I love you, but you need to get out of my way every once in a while,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm joking and I'm playing, but on a serious note, that might be what needs to happen. Like, hey, I love you. I do. I love you, but you're in the way of my dream. Or
Yes.
I love you, but you're in the way of my joy.
Yeah.
I love you, right? But you're in the way of what I'm trying to chase here and what I'm trying to do. And maybe that's a heart-to-heart conversation somebody really needs to have today. Because when you can both understand and process that, it's like me and my wife, man. Like, I love my wife. I love being around my wife. I love spending time with my wife, all of that stuff. But my wife sometimes even, she's like, bro, back up. I got 6 kids, dude, that are like this is the first moment that there isn't a human being hanging from my body. I'm going to need you to step away. You come back in an hour, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I think a lot of people are afraid of that. So I think that's awesome. I think that's powerful. And of course, time flies, and I want to talk to you guys forever. So for those of you that need to get out of here to respect your morning routines, go on, get out of here, hit the share button on your way. For those of you that want to stick around, we're going to do 2 more questions with the Overfelts, and then we'll get rocking and rolling. So Mike and Tina, you can alternate, you can share, you can talk together, however you want to do it. But I would like to know, what does hashtag rise and grind mean to you?
Oh, wow.
It's crazy about hashtag Rise and Grind is you have built a community of people that really sincerely love and care about each other. We traveled across the country to interview with Liza a couple months ago, and we had members of hashtag Rise and Grind find out that we were going to Virginia, and they called us and said, let's meet up for coffee or let's get together. And we were blown away that people really care about each other that much that they're willing to meet strangers for coffee. Rick Tamburino bought Tina some Cuban coffee, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And just shows up and we're like, wow, is this for real? And it's not just them, it's Don Sankey.
John Dapper.
Yeah, Dapper John
Yeah.
reached out and Josh O and all these other people that are in the community. It's unbelievable how tight knit and people really care about each other. Sarah Ball reaches out to us almost every day.
Emily Geller, she's awesome. She's always we're texting now, and just the relationships that we've got through this. Right, what you've created is incredible because it's a place for us all to connect, for us all to grow as individuals, to support each other in what we're doing, and we trust. Like you've created such an amazing movement and place for us all. It's awesome.
Bro, I just shared my story because this community is so safe. You can just be real here. We all screw up. We all make mistakes. We all have battles, and we can just be real. We don't have to pretend.
Right. That's right.
Nobody cares what I've done in my past. No, I don't care what anybody has done in their past. Where are we at today and where are we headed? That's all that matters. And that's what this community to me is all about, is people just don't care. You can just be real and be you. And I can be real and be me.
And you know what? I love people even more when I hear their past or when I hear what they've been through and what they've overcome and how they had to pivot in life. Like, that is endearing to me.
Yeah, you guys know that Sarah Ball moved across the ocean by herself with 3 kids?
Yeah, man.
To a new country? I couldn't do that. I do crazy stuff. It's unbelievable what people do and what they're not afraid of, or how they reach and grow. And it's just unbelievable to watch, and it's inspiring in so many different levels. It's incredible.
Man, I agree 1000%. And thank you guys so much for the super kind words. And I want to clarify something real quick. Like, I didn't create a movement. Like, I created a show, right? I created a show and I showed up. This is the 700th time that we've been here. But you guys, those of you that are watching right now, Mike, Tina, everybody, Rick Tamburino, Emily, like you mentioned, Vicky Everett, Terry Collins, like, you guys created the movement, right? Like, I just created a show. I just, just a microphone and, hey, I'm here. What you guys have done with the group is amazing, and the family that has come out of it. So I agree, man. Hashtag Rise and Grind is a very safe place. For those of you that maybe this is your first time watching, you're like, what? Who are all these crazy Rise and Grind people? Like, what are they talking about, man? They're waking up in the mornings. We got people crying on camera and all kinds of stuff. What is going on around here? In case you were wondering, man, Mike hit the nail on the head. This is our safe place, man. This is the place where you'll find motivation, education, and inspiration, and connection, and real life relationships. I don't know of any other group that connects on an offline level the way that this group has, man. And that's stuff that you guys all created. You're the one who packed the trailer. You're the one who showed up at my house, right? Like, and that was a fun time. And so I love you guys dearly, Mike and Tina, so much. And yeah, you're a big part. You created the movement. You know what I'm saying? You created the movement, and I'm so thankful for that. So with that said, this has been a very emotional 2:30 in the a.m. San Diego time for me, man. I got the beach, the ocean back there, and here I am, like, all up in my feels this morning. I want to put you guys up on top of a mountain real quick. All right, so there's this proverbial mountain that for some reason shows up on this show every Friday. And on this mountain, you're at the top and all of civilization is at the bottom and they're cheering for you guys, right? They're like, Overfelt, 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 right? Like they're just cheering, cheering, cheering. And they walk over and they hand you a microphone. And Tina's got her camera right there, video, right? You guys have, there's a video camera, there's a microphone, which are two things I know you guys can do some magic with. And they tell you have 2 minutes to drop something on all of civilization, something practical that they can apply in their life today, this week, this month, this year. What are you going to tell them?
I'm going to tell them this, that never quit, never give up, fall forward, don't look back. It's going to be the small and simple things you do consistently every day that pulls you out of it. It's not going to be, I can't go to the gym for 8 hours and be in shape, but I can go to the gym for 20 or 30 minutes every day consistently. And it's all those small changes that happen and stack on top of each other that really changes and moves somebody. It's the small and simple and consistent daily routine that will change your life. You know, we talk about how a monkey and a human, their DNA is only 3% different. If you can just change your life by even 0.5%, it's crazy what happens in your life. Look what has happened to us in not even a year's time, going from a town of 1,900 people to Oklahoma to Jackson, and now here at CMA. It's unbelievable. God has a plan for you. Trust it. Embrace the challenges, the changes, but there is a plan. God knows who you are. He knows who we are collectively. More importantly, he knows who you are individually. And that's really the message, is that God really knows about each one of us.
And I believe that, like, just hold on if you're going through anything bad, because I believe, like, we needed all those things to happen. So God puts you in circumstances so that you can grow and learn. But there's a reason for it, because so you can be better later. Like, we have to experience these things because he wants us all to have special gifts to apply and help and share with others. And so we need these things. We all have each individual gifts, like you share on #RiseAndGrind about all of us. I love that little saying that you say every single day. And it's just a great reminder, and that's true. I've learned more about that during watching your show, watching people, watching all the things that have happened with everyone. I have so much faith in that.
Yeah. Don't quit. Never give up and never quit. Just keep fighting. It gets easier. The more you exercise, the easier it gets. And
right.
Capable of so much more. God, I mean, it's unbelievable. Like you said, Glenn, I'm well beyond my means right now with Tina and my job, my career, but just gonna keep going. What do you do?
That's it, man. I love that. Little consistent, stay consistent daily actions, man. Consistent daily actions moving towards the goal, one bite at a time. And whatever it is that you're going through right now, know that it is a season that has come to pass, but at the same time, it is here to help you grow into the best version of yourself that you can possibly be, because you, Mike and Tina Overfelt, are children of God, right? The God of the universe, the God that made everything, made you to be the absolute best versions of yourself that you can possibly be. And I've seen you work on it daily, and I've seen you grow towards it daily, and I see the results that you're now reaping, the rewards that come with that commitment and dedication to those small, little, tiny daily actions that help move you to the best version of yourself. You have God's favor. It shines on you guys and out of you guys. And that's why it inspires others. That's why watching your relationships seems so, like, it just is so fun. Like, everyone wants to be a part of it. It's because you're really stepping into the best you. And that's the best way for us to make an impact on our friends, on our family members, on our coworkers, on all the people that we come in contact with, including this morning here on #RiseAndGrind. Mike and Tina, you guys made an impact on me, and I absolutely stinking love you for it. I do. You guys are my faves.
We love you.
We love you too.
You changed our lives, and we're so grateful for it.
Rock stars, rock stars, rock stars. Thank you so very, very, very much for joining me this morning. Hey guys, that's Mike and Tina Overfelt. Say goodbye to them. Make sure you blow them up. Make sure you let them know how much you appreciate them hopping along, because this really isn't easy. I'm telling you, to hop on this show, to share those truths, to share your stories, to do all of those things. It's not an easy thing to do, but they came in here, they crushed it like they always do, because they're rock stars. And so blow them up today, encourage them today, send them messages today, do all of that good stuff. Make sure you hit that share button and have an amazing day today. Like one of those over the top, phenomenal, you can never forget it type days. And if you need more videos like this, you can go to GlennLundy.com. If you're in my elite, we had to do a little reschedule. I was traveling Wednesday, Rise and Grind Elite. We will be meeting today at 2 p.m. Eastern. I believe that is. Yep, 2 p.m. Eastern. If you're in my 800% Club Bravo group, we're also going to meet today at 3 p.m. Eastern. All right, 3 p.m. Eastern for 800% Club, 2 p.m. Eastern for Rise and Grind Elite. Spread the word. If you're one of my 800% Club dealers, make sure you tap your buddy. Please spread the word if you're in Rise and Grind Elite to get that message out so we can have a big showing later today. Excited to spend that time with you. So if you need more videos, go to GlennLundy.com. And most importantly, enjoy your weekend. Come back here again Monday morning, 5:30 a.m. because we're going to do this all over again on hashtag Rise and Grind. Have an amazing day.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? See, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts.